പോയിടാം നാം യേശുവിനായി സാക്ഷികളായിടാം. പോയിടാം നാം.
Judges chapter 6 verse 1 to 40. Once again the people of Israel sinned against the Lord. So he let the people of Midian rule them for 7 years. The Midianites were stronger than Israel, and the people of Israel hid from them in caves and other safe places in hills. Whenever the Israelites sowed any seeds, the Midianites would come with the Amalekites and desert tribes and attack them. They would camp on the land and destroy the crops as far south as the area around Gaza. They would take all the sheep and cattle and donkeys and leave nothing for the Israelites on living on. They would come with the livestock and tents as thick as locusts. They and their camels were too many to count. They came and devastated the land, and Israelites was helpless against them. Then the people of Israel cried out to the Lord for helping against the Midianites, and he sent them a prophet who brought them this message from the Lord, the God of Israel. I brought you out of the slavery in Egypt. I rescued you from the Egyptians and from the people who fought against you here in this land. I drove them out as you advanced, and I gave you their land. I told you that I am the Lord your God, that you should not worship the God as Amorites, whose land are now living in. But you did not listen to me. Then the Lord's angel came village of Ophrah and sat under the oak tree that belonged to Joash, a man of the clan of Abiezer. His son Gideon was threshing some wheat secretly in a winepress so that the Midianites would not see him. The Lord's angel appeared to him there and said, "The Lord is with you, brave and mighty man." Gideon said to him, "If I may ask, sir, why had all that happened this to us, to the Lord with us? What about all these wonderful things that our fathers told us the Lord us to do, how he brought them out of Egypt? The Lord has abandoned and left us to the mercy of the Midianites." Then the Lord ordered him, "Go all with your great strength and rescue Israel from Midianites. I myself sending you." Gideon replied, "But Lord, you can I rescue Israel? My clan is the weakest in the tribe of Manasseh, and I am the least important member of my family." The Lord answered, "You can do it, because I will help you. You will crush the Midianites as easily as if they were only one man." Gideon replied, "If you are pleased with me, give me some proof that you are really the Lord. Please don't leave until I bring you an offering of food." He said, "I will stay until you come back." So Gideon went into his house and cooked a young goat and used 10 kilograms of flour to make bread without any yeast. He put the meat in a basket and the broth of pot, brought them to the Lord angel under the oak tree and gave them to him. The angel ordered him, "Put the meat and the bread on this rock and pour them both over them." Gideon did so. Then the Lord's angel reached out and touched the meat and the bread with an end of the stick he was holding. Fire came out of the rock and burned up the meat and the bread. Then the angel disappeared. Gideon then realized that it was the Lord's angel he had seen. And he said in terror, "Sovereign Lord, I have seen your angel face to face." But the Lord said to him, "Peace, don't be afraid, you will not die." Gideon built an altar to the Lord. Their name is "The Lord is Peace." It is still standing at Ophrah, which belongs to clan of Abiezer. That night the Lord told Gideon, "Take your father bull and other bull, 7 years old, tear down your father's altar to Baal, and cut down the symbol of the goddess Asherah which is beside it. Build a well constructed altar to the Lord your God on top of the mount. Then take a second bull and burn it whole as an offering using the firewood, the symbol of Asherah you have cut down. So Gideon took 10, 10 of his servants and did what the Lord had told him. He was too afraid to his family and the people of the town to do it by day, so he did it at night. When the people of the town got up early the next morning, they found that the altar to Baal and the symbol of Asherah had been cut down, and that the second bull had been burned on the altar that had been built there. They asked each other, "Who did this?" They investigated and found out the Gideon, son of Joash, had done it. Then they said to Joash, "Bring your son out there so that we can kill him." He tore down the altar to Baal and cut down the symbol of Asherah beside it. But Joash said to all those who comforted him, "Are you standing up for Baal? Are you defending him? Anyone who stands up from will be killed before the morning. If Baal is God, let him defend himself. It is his altar that was torn down from the Gideon was known as the Jerubbaal because of Joshua said, 'Let Baal defend himself.' It is his altar that he was torn down." Then all the Midianites, the Amalekites, and the desert tribes assembled across the river Jordan and camped in the valley of Jeril. The Spirit of the Lord took control of Gideon, and he blew a trumpet to call the men of the clan of Abiezer to follow him. He sent messengers throughout the territory of both parts of the Manasseh to call them to follow him. He sent messengers to the tribes of Asher, Jelibun, and Nephatel, and they also came to join him. The Gideon said to the God, "You stay, that you will have decided to use me to rescue Israel. Well, I am pulling some wool on the ground where we thresh the wheat. If in the morning there is a dew only on the wool but not on the ground, then I will know that you are going to use me to rescue Israel." That is exactly what happened. When Gaiden got up early next morning to squeeze the wool and wring enough dew out of the filling of a bowl with water. The Gaiden said to God, "Don't be angry with me. Let me speak. Let me speak just once more. Please take me. Please let me make one more test with the wool. This time let the wool be dry and the ground be wet." The night God did that very thing, and next morning the wool was dry, but the ground was wet with dew.
പോയിടാം നാം ലോകം മുഴുവനും പോയിടാം സുവിശേഷവും